Hi, what's up? I have made a really convenient tool for you guys today. It's for auto-generate triangle patterns. You can see here we have generated a series of triangle patterns. You actually can adjust the code I'm about to share with you and make it an indicator or signal for your trading. Let's say if you have too many cryptos or stocks to follow, but you don't have enough time to check every single asset, that's why you might want to consider to automate some process and let your computer do the job for you. You can see the triangle has shown some pretty decent result. Prices did bounce back following a triangle pattern, and this upward triangle pattern right here, prices had a correction after the triangle pattern. If you want to find triangle patterns from a short time interval, you can adjust this variable right here. It's called back candles. Let me change it from 20 candles look back to maybe 5 candles look back. Okay, now you can see we are having less candles to show, but the signals are more like a real-time signal we can use for trading and asset screening, like this chart right here. It seems like the rebounds is just happening right now. We can see there are 2 bullish candles after the triangle pattern. I can make a trade decision along with my other trading system. Short opportunity also can be captured with this code, so pretty cool stuff. Although this might seem easy, but actually some people have found it difficult because it actually requires some basic knowledge about algebra and geometry. Okay, let me share with my code right now. First of all, I need to make my disclaimer. The following code I will be sharing with you is not an investment recommendation. It is for educational purpose only. If you want to use it to do your live trading, you are trading on your own risk. Okay, let's see what libraries we need to import. We need this link regress from SciPy and PyPlot for plotting, and then we load the data. For this project, I don't want to set the time as my index because I will need this index numbers for my algo. Okay, for now, let's focus on this local point function. What this function does is to find all the local lows and local highs from your dataset. You can see the code down here. I have used the pd.apply method with lambda to execute this function to each row of my data frame. You can consider each row of data frame as one candlestick. So I'm going to run this function to every candlestick and determine whether the current candle is a local low or a local high. Why do we need to find these local points? Is because we need to draw those trend lines in order to show a triangle pattern based on these local points. I've used a window of 6, which is 3 candles before the current candle and 3 candles after the current candle to identify whether the current is a local high or a local low. So basically, my algorithm will return 1 if the current candle is a local low, and it will return 2 if the current candle is a local high. Actually, I didn't screen through my entire dataset to look for triangle patterns. I usually use a loop to iterate through a range of candle indices, so from 15,799 to 17,298. I have also already talked about the variable back candles since the beginning. I mean, the code will look back 20 candles before the current candle. I have made 4 empty arrows including highs, lows, candle ID for highs, candle ID for lows, and they will be used to store some data. I have used a try except block to handle any potential errors that might occur during the execution. And within the loop, you can see there is a sub loop which iterates over a range of indices. Start from candle ID, subtract back candles, and end at candle ID plus 10. Then the code checks the column local point from our data frame. If it equals to 1, we append it to the lows error. For index, we append index to the candle ID for lows errors. Similarly, we will do the same thing to highs error and candle ID for highs error. After collecting the highs and low, we use link regress function from the SciPy library to calculate the linear regression statistics for both sets of highs and lows. After that, I will check if the slopes for both highs and lows have the same positive or negative signs. If that condition met, then I will check the absolute difference between the 2 slopes if it's greater than 132. Why 132? Because I have found that this number will give me the triangle shape I want. You can actually use the way to get diurnal patterns candles. You can try that on your own by the way. Then we select a subset of the data frame which contains a range of candles from candle ID subject bad candles -10 to candle ID plus bad candles +10. How do we create candlesticks? We use go.candlestick function from Plotly library. Finally, we add 2 lines to the chart, which are the linear regression lines we create for lows and highs using the go.scatter function, and that's it. How easy is that? So hopefully you can share what you learned from today's full course series and use that on your own trading system for auto-generating signals. Okay, that's for today. Hopefully you like my content, and please feel free to share from the comment below. Really appreciate it. Alright, I will see you in the next one.